What is going on, Movie Meals? It's the Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker. We're here to quickly rewatch the trailer and break it down together. Kyle, do you want to do this a stop and start method, or do you want to just watch it and then talk about it? I think we could just watch it, talk about it. I think I'm down for that.
You know what? Let's talk during the trailer.
If you want to not, we'll watch it one time and then we're gonna get our full thoughts in here. So this is a rewatch of the trailer.
Yeah. So we're not pausing.
No, we'll just watch it. I love her new / old outfit. I do prefer her hair in The Last Jedi.
We've passed on all we know.
I do. I'm gonna be honest. I love that she keeps the gun.
Yeah, generations living in
and the blue saber.
I wonder if this is the final battle. Just them alone in the desert. How great would that be? If this is Kylo, we don't see that it is.
What if it's just the Emperor and like?
No, you will lose. He's flying. I love this. Reminds me of the shot in The Force Awakens trailer where it zoomed around Poe and Finn when they reconnect.
Yeah,
it's so good. I thought it might be training because they don't show Kylo, and it looks like maybe it could be a type of training because she's running a different direction, but it's a battle. Because that's his pilot, his ship.
Black gloves, too. I don't know who else wears gloves.
God, Christmas cake. I don't know this planet. I don't have an idea. Maybe I do in the books.
Atlantis.
I gotta do the research. This
that was awesome.
looks amazing. I love the new droid they showed during Celebration. Lando looks great.
Yeah, he looks like he's happy to be back, man. I can't wait just to see them all as a group finally. Like, we really haven't had this.
No, we haven't, and that's the adventure they're doing.
Like this. Awesome.
No one's ever really gone.
I want to talk to you about that.
We're talking about it. The Emperor! I'm getting excited seeing it again! I've watched this trailer 2 dozen times already! A Force Ghost, we've got a Force Ghost, we've got a Holocron. He's not alive. If he's alive, JJ, you better pull that off good. Alright, so let's just talk about it, Kyle.
Let's get
Give
right
me the
into
first thing you want to talk about, any part of the trailer. What did you think? We can scroll back to images, whatever you need.
Before going into specifics, just as a general, as I was saying earlier during the trailer, I'm just happy that we're finally getting this Star Wars part of the Star Wars franchise. I'm glad to have this new core of characters finally be able to come as a group. Like they were saying in the Star Wars panels, that this is really like the first time. Great panel.
Good job, Steven.
But it was really the first time that we're gonna have all of them finally together on the same mission, on the same side. There's no more spreading apart. There's no more like one group going here, one group going there, and meet up, but then going to different groups
and
later.
We see that in this trailer. We see shots of them all together, this new crew together.
It works well in the other two movies, like it was all fine, but now I'm really excited to see them take on the biggest threat, possibly the Emperor, whether he's a Force Ghost or not, I don't know. But at least like we're finally able to see them as a team, and I'm really going to like that. Because that was great about the original trilogy too, was that because they were, even though they were apart at times, like in the end they were a team and they were able to work together to defeat the Emperor in the first place. But that part I'm really excited about it. And JJ is so great with these big landscape shots and making these. It's
interesting to see him close a trilogy instead of start it.
Yeah, that too. We haven't seen that yet out of him, but just from these little snippets, like I'm already sold. Like I hope he does well with closing a trilogy, but man, I'm just already sold with what we're getting.
Yeah, breaking down the trailer here, I want to point out, I mentioned it, I love Rey's new outfit because I think I was saying this earlier when we were off air, that to Alex, that I think a lot of the reasons that some of the outfits look similar is because of the fact that they have to film off of how they looked in some of the Force Awakens shots with Carrie. I think that's part of the reason that her outfit does look incredibly similar, where it's stuff you could add digitally, but she has a hood, which is an image I pulled up here, which I think is interesting because it's taking the old Jedi cloak, which we haven't seen before, and adding it to Rey's new outfit, giving her that cloak kind of idea with the hood. And I love, well, no, she will not be the Last Jedi. Did you not see the Last Jedi movie?
It says she was the Last Jedi.
No, he said, "I will not be. She's next. She'll train more." That's another
Well,
thing.
that's
We
the-
don't see in this trailer any idea of them training. Everybody kind of thought that it would open with her training
Where's
a
Farm
new
Boy?
group. Where's
Broom
Boy?
Kid? Broom Boy. We
I-
can't get on the same page on
I'm
this.
okay if the movie ends that way. If it doesn't, it just depends on how JJ does it. I
Yeah.
love, again, I gotta echo that they are going on this mission together. I love that they are at the ring of the Death Star. How is the Emperor coming back? Is it a Force ghost? Is it that maybe the Emperor conjured up something through the power of the Force in Snoke?
Maybe Snoke comes back to life, but it's in the Emperor's
Well, will we get an
voice.
explanation of who Snoke is? That maybe Snoke was a puppet created through the Force by the Emperor to control him, and that it was always in... Maybe the Emperor created Snoke as in service to Kylo, and we see that it was to get him there. We could see
What
a
a twist.
holocron. We could see a holocron, which I think would be really interesting. The biggest thing I want to talk about, though, is the rise of Skywalker.
Love that.
That
title.
title is so interesting. It's so fantastic. What does that mean?
Which Skywalker?
The idea, yes, I have a big theory. I think Anakin will return. I think Anakin
My
will return.
coworker and I were talking
There
about
are
that too.
people online who
We were
are
wondering
already
if that's gonna
saying, and I
happen.
thought of this too when I first saw the trailer, is this going to be all the Skywalkers coming together?
Like in like a joint
If
group
Rey
just
is a
with lightsabers,
Skywalker,
that would be
people
pretty cool.
people can't get over if Rey is or isn't a Skywalker. And I was saying, I'm okay if it's not retconning. Well, I talked in other videos that I look at this trilogy kind of like a documentary. This is what happened. Last Jedi, whether you love or hate it, it happened in the Star Wars universe. It happened in the story. It's an episode
Yeah.
of this,
Good point.
show that we don't love as much. I really do love The Last Jedi. And I think, so the question is how do they handle that with the ending of kind of this what we assume will be the show finale. And so when I think of Rey's parents, Kylo could be lying, and that can service this next story. It doesn't necessarily diminish what happens in The Last Jedi because he's lying, or maybe he didn't know. And the way Ryan had set it up leaves it open where I'm okay with what happens. The only thing I'm not big on is I'm not right now big on the idea of Kylo turning good. Is the rise of the
that's where we're
Skywalker
different.
is the
That's where we're
rise
different.
is the rise of the Skywalker that Kylo Ren turns good in the end, or maybe the rise of Skywalker is Luke coming back as a Force ghost, Anakin coming back as a Force ghost to help Rey defeat a Skywalker. I do not want to see Kylo turn good as of right now.
Oh,
If
wow,
it
we're
happens,
different on that.
if it happens in the movie, it depends on how it goes. But I
Yeah.
think if he does turn good, it's a repeat of everything. I think then JJ repeated 2 movies because that's what
Yeah, that's a
happens.
good point.
I've seen a Skywalker go bad and get redeemed. I've seen a Skywalker get tempted and not go to the dark side. I've now seen a Skywalker so far with Kylo go to the dark side of his own free will and be
Yeah.
tempted by the light. That idea is so interesting. I don't want him to come back.
Yeah.
I love in Ryan and in JJ's movie that he has this inner battle. Now make him incredibly violent and dark and let him loose under the power of the Emperor. Don't make the Emperor this overarching bad guy or he's who we're defeating. Make it Kylo Ren and give us a battle with Rey killing Kylo.
That's so interesting because I honestly that might be my first go-to is that for
No!
in terms of theories I would like to see
I would hate
Kylo
it.
just throw out
As of right now, I'd hate it.
I understand where you're coming from though. Like it is a repeat of the last trilogy that we had, and I do like the point that you made that like one Skywalker turned from bad to good, one was tempted but then came back. Let's see one where he just goes dark and he stays there. But I really enjoyed the arcs of Kylo Ren. Like I know some people are like, he's too whiny, whatever. I think it works for how tortured
I love
of a
that
character
stuff.
this is.
I
No,
love
I'm
that
just
stuff.
I'm just
Keep
saying,
him villain though. Keep him a villain.
I'm
Keep
just
him
saying
villain.
that's a
Talk
general
Keep him villain.
opinion that some people have had, which I don't really agree with. I think that he's a much more deeper and flawed
All the
character than
Skywalkers
people
are
are
whiny.
giving them. Well, yes, that
All
too.
of them. That's why Rey could be one. She whines plenty too.
Yeah, exactly. But I just like that deep down though he's a lot more tortured, and he's as much as he's trying to fight the dark, like he knows that there's a sense of the light behind him, and I just would like to see that kind of redemption story of him turning things around and him being able to overcome maybe the power of the Emperor, so that way the Skywalker legacy can still live on in the light side of things. That's what I would like, but it's like what you said, Alex, like however the story
It
plays
depends
out,
on how they do it.
it depends
really
on how the
does.
story plays out. If it works out well and I like it, great. If it doesn't play out well and that's not really the direction that should have gone, that's going to be a big bummer. But at least I was wrong.
And
people
Rey
can
could
make
be a
fun of me for it,
Skywalker,
so-
and all the Skywalkers could team up against this other
Yeah.
Skywalker. Like, the Skywalker lineage is so powerful that, and there's kind of been some canon comics that have talked about how Palpatine actually created Anakin, that he was the one who manipulated the word that shall not be named to create
Voldemort?
Anakin. No, midichlorians.
Oh, sorry.
The other one.
Oh, the other one. Right.
And that he was a product of how powerful the Emperor is. The Emperor is so powerful, and I want to see. Stephen Colbert talked about this in the thing where he's like, "Are we going to see Rey pull down a Star Destroyer?" Every fan wants to see it. Every
That was
fan
really
won't
good. That was
stop
funny.
because of the video games. I want to see somebody pull down a ship. I'm fine if it doesn't happen. Am I going to lose my crap if it does? Yes.
Yes.
But guys, I want to see, I would prefer Kylo to stay bad. Again, it has to depend on how the story is. You know, there were lots of things I wanted in The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens that didn't happen, but I ultimately love it. Things that I didn't think they were going to do that I didn't necessarily want going in, I came out loving.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how they do it. Right now, I don't think that's the way they're going, though, and I don't think JJ's retconning a lot of Rian Johnson. I think he's going to play off of most of his movie.
Yeah.
This idea that it's a sequel to Episode 7, I truly don't believe. I think JJ is not that mean of a guy. Like, I don't think he's the type of guy to be like, well, I'm just going to make it for my movie. I think he says, you know what? If he truly doesn't love The Last Jedi, he's going to say, hey, you know what? There's still a lot of good stuff in here. He really liked Kelly Marie Tran and her character to bring her back. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
He brought her
Good
back,
point.
and I think he can say, hey, there's a lot we can do here. Another thing we didn't see, Knights of Ren. Are we going to see that in another trailer? Are we
That's
finally
really
going to
what
see
I'm
the
excited
Knights of
for.
Ren?
I want to see that.
Which I don't know. Where are these planets we're at? I was saying this shot here. I'm going to pull it up real quick. Let's see. This shot here. Okay, maybe. Okay. This shot. Those things remind me of like the guideposts in the pod racing scene on Tatooine.
Oh my God, yeah,
A
that's
little
so
bit.
right.
They remind me of that. They don't look exactly like that. So my question
True,
is,
but I
you
see
know,
what you
what
mean.
desert planet are they on? Are they on Tatooine?
Yeah.
Are they on Jakku? Are they going back to Jakku, which I think is a big possibility more than Tatooine?
Okay.
The Death Star, obviously, the question is, which Death Star is it?
There's been like 80 of them. It could be
Are
any
they
one
on
of them.
Yavin 4, or are they over Endor? Endor was one of the moons. So are they? I can't remember the name of that planet that they were on. So
Wrong guy to ask.
whichever planet they're on, is there going to be information with the Emperor? Is the Emperor going to speak to Rey? I love this
Oh,
idea
God, that
that
would
Rey
be
has
incredible.
gone pure
Oh, my
Jedi.
God, that'd be
Kylo's
incredible.
gone pure Sith. Let's see them battle it out. No redemptions, no nothing. If Rey is a Skywalker, if it turns out Rey is a clone of Luke, which is a big theory going around. If Rey has always been a Skywalker, if she's a Kenobi, no matter what it is, maybe there's still this rumor that Rey is the Emperor's child. Either the Emperor's child or the
God,
Emperor,
conceived?
or that the Emperor did what he did with Anakin and created another powerful being in the Force to
Oh,
combat
yeah,
Luke,
that's a good point.
which would be really
All right,
interesting.
cloning, yeah.
If not cloning, just manipulated the Force in a
Yeah,
womb to create
yeah,
a
yeah.
baby, Virgin Mary style. If he did
That's
that,
what it would look
if
like.
he is so powerful once he has died.
Yeah.
That he did that, and then Rey turned good. That the Emperor created this thing to fight Luke,
No,
and she turned
no.
good. And then because if the Emperor's like, well, Luke's going to train this new organ, I don't want that. He's
Yeah.
going to have there's going to be more Skywalker power out there, and I can't have that on the good. And then that Skywalker goes bad, and then Rey goes good. There's so many options. There's so many ideas that my brain is going to be going crazy.
It's coming out
shot,
of your ears
The
right
shot of
now.
Kylo in the forest reminds me a lot of where
That's
they
a
are
great
in
shot
some of the
right there.
vision scenes
Yeah.
that Rey has in The Force Awakens. Is he with the Knights of Ren at this point? Is he going after them? Is he fighting them? Maybe that looks like a club. There's so much. Rey doing a backflip shows that their time has passed, a year has passed or so, and that she has trained.
Yeah.
That she is strong.
Yeah.
And that she is the next big thing. And again, if she is a Skywalker, I'm fine with it. Again, if it happens, I will. It just depends on how they do it in the movie. But I'm trying to think, Kyle, you got anything else you want to add? I love that she's got the gun still. I love how Finn and Poe both look, that we've seen these shots of them
Yeah,
on the
they look
desert.
great.
I love
Yeah.
how they look. I love Lando coming back. What's Chewie up to? What's the new droid?
The special effects just look
I
ready
love
to
the
go.
metal.
They're amazing.
Looking at the metal
the
is
scene,
so amazing.
The scene between Leia and Rey is going to be
The question
heartbreaking.
is,
That
look at
looks
this shot though
incredible.
right here. Look at this metal shot. Whose hands are those? I don't know. They look older than anyone else. So
I have no idea
whose
who those
hands are those? That could be
Leia's
that
hands?
That could be our girl. What's her? Carrie Russell's character who wasn't at Star Wars Celebration. Who's supposed to have
that's a
big
good
part.
point.
That
Yeah.
could be her.
Also, Adam Driver wasn't there. Very big bummer.
Yeah, I
Love
think
him.
Adam Driver was busy, but look at the
Probably.
shot. It's got Chewie, C-3PO. What I can't remember the new droid's name from Celebration. It was something with a D. BB-8. We've got
Yeah, I
Poe,
don't know.
Finn, and Rey. Where's R2-D2? Still slacking on the R2.
Looks like it'd be a little
trilogy.
tough for Ardu to go through that. But
And then Rise of the Skywalker. What
Wow,
does
great job
that
getting
mean?
to there.
Rise of Skywalker. What does
That was a fan burp
mean?
right there.
I don't know, guys. Too many theories. Too much to talk about.
plenty of time to do.
As we end the video, I'm going to say this. Don't do what you did in The Last Jedi. And I'm not blaming my fan base because I love my fan base. There were a lot of people, though, who went into The Last Jedi. I mean, I'm talking about the people that I spoke to. I have been fortunate enough to be in these big lines that have formed. I've started some of those lines. I'm starting the Endgame one as well. There's a lot of the same people where we live who are the hyper nerds, who are the super nerds, who are the big Star Wars
Great
nerds.
guys, great
and
people.
they're fun.
Yeah.
And we see them once a year at the Star Wars thing. We always talk about it when I see them. I don't even know their names. And we always talk. And I remember talking to them and going into The Last Jedi, and they said things like, "If she's not a Skywalker, I'm gonna hate this movie. If she's not this, I'm gonna hate this movie. If she's not this,"
Yeah.
and they said that going in, and then they came out mad. And I said at the beginning, I don't think her lineage is anyone in this
Yeah.
movie. There's still time. I don't know what to do. And so go in, create your theories, have fun with it, discuss it at length, argue about it. But when you go in, remember, guys, to always leave your bias at the door and to see what we are given. Because I think that is for some people. I'm not talking this fan base. I'm not talking you. I'm not talking me. I'm not talking my close friends. But there are some people I've seen online who clearly went into the movie with, if it doesn't happen this way, I'm going to hate it. It's a small minority.
with those wishes of
It's got to be this. If I don't get Snoke's
wishes
lineage,
of
I'm going to hate it.
specific expectations.
Yeah, there are things I don't
Sure,
like in Star
for
Wars,
sure.
guys. Do I like how Solo got his name? No. Do I love
Han
Canto Bite? No.
Solo.
Was Maz Kanata really not needed in The Last Jedi? Yes.
Is Jar
But
Jar
I
Binks the
still
best
like a lot of
character?
that movie.
Obviously.
Yes. Anyway,
Clearly.
guys, what did you think of the trailer? Please comment below. Let us know your thoughts. This is where we're posting theories, ideas. Please post those down below. And remember to go Power Ranger to my reaction and go check it out because we need the love. We love the love. Share us around. It's really helping us. Our channel's
And
grown
it's great.
so much in the last 3 months. It's been insane. Help us cross that 1,000 mark of subscribers. That would be incredible. So guys, thank you again. We got a lot coming in. Again, check it out. Game of Thrones is this weekend, baby. There will be a podcast episode up Saturday, probably afternoon. It'll be posted, filming it tonight. As well as The Mandalorian. I will be watching that panel like I did. I might do the same thing I did with this with a live reaction to The Mandalorian because I really want to check that trailer out and I really am anticipating that show. 8 episodes we're getting for the first season. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait with Pedro Pascal and Jon Favreau. So a lot of that's coming up. Again, Endgame's in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks.
I can't handle myself.
There's
I
a
need
lot
it now.
that is happening, guys. So please, again, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And hey, I know, Mom, you're not a big Star Wars fan, but thank you for watching and watching your boy freak out.
See you guys.
The second I saw Rey do a backflip, I think I blacked out. I was so happy. I was so happy.
What was which Star Wars movie was it where it was the Rogue One one? I think the Rogue One with Vader. That one might have been one of my favorite reactions.
When they
of
showed
Star
Vader?
Wars. Yeah, when they show him just walking out real quick, you're like, that's Vader! And even I lost my shit. Even I was like, oh my god, they're actually gonna have Vader come back. Anyway, that's probably one of my favorites of yours.